some problems. We see a robo. That's a robo?
That's a
robo being made. Okay. This is weird.
Yeah, so what you normally see from here is getting some shield batteries to go with Immortals and then maybe a Warp Prism, because if the Zerg has to go up into Roaches and Ravagers, a Warp Prism and Immortal can kill basically everything.
And here's something else funny, Artos, is that with that outpost, if you want to call it that, in that location over there, Zerg is disjointed. There's only two sources of production right now for Zerg. The hatchery in the main, and the hatchery that's out in the very 12 o'clock position on the map. And if you can start to push through those two locations, it's going to be very difficult to deal with.
Yeah, now, some Zerglings actually get in right there, so that could be a little bit of a problem. He made a shield battery at the front instead of a cannon. So unable to stop them for now. We'll see how many probes Serral can end up getting.
I do have to emphasize that Haas is very low on workers. It's 29 to 23, so we are in a very scrappy game here.
Three more shield batteries.
He needs to save that Stalker.
Yeah, he'll be able to, no problem. Backs up. He has the Immortal out now, too. The Roach War are not even ready.
That's right. He's coming in here. He's starting to put pressure. A really good surround there on that Immortal. He needs to try to carve a hold.
The Immortal gets completely caught, just barely out of range of those shield batteries. A huge kill for Serral.
He needs to start another Immortal. It's going to be a little bit, though.
That could be a game-winning moment right there for Serral Tasos. That was such an important Immortal.
And I don't know if this is... Okay, never mind. We're all right. So... yeah, he got the position set up, but he needed that Immortal to come in there and start to do some damage.
Yeah.
There's a whole other dilemma going on the opposite side of the map. Oh my God, it's a catch on the Stalker!
Beautiful plays here by Serral to pick off another unit. And now he's making those very important Ravagers. Now, if he hadn't lost the first Immortal, the second, like, he would have two Immortals right now with the Prism on the way, and that would be a much better situation.
Okay, this is a bad position here. It looks like Serral might have this mathed out, and he does not. I thought maybe he knew that he could try to take that out. Okay, so this location that's intended to pressure for Haas is now becoming surrounded here by Serral. And keep in mind, Haas has no expansion back at home. He is living on a dream, on a prayer right now back at home as far as workers go.
Certainly, you're right about that. Now, the Prism's about to pop out, so this Immortal becomes pretty much immortal.
Okay, takes out those batteries. We've seen Serral do this before where he likes to try to target down the batteries. Now, one Immortal and one Warp Prism when you're as good as Haas can do a lot. The problem is that Serral is slowly closing in on this position.
Yeah, that's a lot of Zerglings as well. It's going to be very hard for him to actually clear all of this out. Great Corrosive Biles coming down. Serral is so clutch right now with his defense.
The batteries are getting lower and lower in numbers. That means a lot less time to recharge. The other Immortal does get out, just barely. Two Immortals, a lot stronger than just one.
Yeah, that's so important that he got that second Immortal for sure. And now the two Immortals tag teaming here, taking out some of the Ravagers.
The Ravagers taking some damage here, and it looks like barely they're going to be pulled away. We also had an injured Queen on the far right that was running as well.
Oh, a counterattack might be coming up here from Serral now. Looks like that Prism gonna go ahead and... Oh no, this is a bad moment right now for Haas. He really needs to...
Yeah, he has nothing back here. And we just saw him shaking his head.
Yeah, that is a big deal that those got in there.
Oh my God, but actually pretty good control so far.
Yeah, two probes though go down, still 5 Zerglings in there. Serral can get a lot of damage done. It takes a while for two Immortals to kill an entire Zerg.
Both of these players microing on two fronts right now. The Immortals continuing to push in. The link count's getting lower and lower. It's very difficult to juggle your attention between these two spots.
Okay, he's got to micro these Immortals perfectly. This is how he can win the game.
You can see one sentry coming out here, the bare minimum to try to hold off those two Zerglings. The Immortals are closing in. They're targeting down some drones. Right now, 19 drones here for Serral, 17 for Haas.
Oh, he's lost a lot of probes, but only one Zergling left over. It looks like that front is secure for now.
You can see this is a frustrating game on both sides. These links coming down now. The Immortal's getting very low. Does Serral actually have enough here? The Immortals are still alive as long as they're still moving around. Oh my God, he's going to pull the drones. He's
Yeah.
pulling the drones. He's going to ditch the main. He says that this this additional base over here to the right is actually far away enough. It's going to be a lot harder for the Immortals to try to push it. Now, there's no mining going on right now for Cyril. He needs to get these over here.
Oh, and that queen can be picked off pretty easily. Good Orc Prism Micro continues here. Cyril trying to hold on. He has so many more units than Haas, and it looks like he's planning a gigantic counterattack. This might force a recall from Haas.
Okay, he's still taking out these Immortals, but with these two Immortals over here on this side of the map, there's nothing to directly counter these Lings and Roaches coming down here towards the wall and for Haas.
Oh, I think this could force a recall. We'll see about that. Continuing to harass here at that third base, but Haas's main is going to be in real big trouble.
Okay, he's pulled back now. Now, with all this said and done, okay, it's been breached. The cannon's going to go down. There's one more cannon there. That's only going to buy a few more seconds of time. Eventually, these probes are going to be completely exposed.
Yeah, this is definitely a big issue. 3 Immortals now out for Haas. How does he want to play this? Does he just give up his base? It looks like that might be the call.
Okay, he does not have enough money for a Nexus right now. He's just trying to buy time back at home. Now, these Roaches over here, these Ravagers over here, they can be countered by these Immortals. Haas with incredible control. He loses one of the Immortals.
A missed micro there by Haas, a crucial moment, and Cyril definitely gains a huge edge from that while he continues to pick off probes in the main.
He's trying to use as many workers as he can to just hold up these Lings. It's 15 drones here for Cyril. It's 13 for Haas.
But Haas is not even mining right now. The Immortals continue to do massive amounts of damage. They can continue to pick off buildings and all this. But, I mean, if he's not mining at all at home, this is the end of it. Haas is going to have 4 Immortals, and that's it.
That's right. There are no more workers in this game. Haas has to come up with a solution as quickly as possible. His goal was to get rid of the Roach Horde as well as the spawning pool and then try to push in from there.
Okay, that means this is all the units that Cyril